I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm doing me, yeah, doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.
I've been talking in my sleep, I'm running deep, training till dusk. I've been playing hard to beat, I feel the heat, it's never enough. I was waiting till the sky had fallen, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions to rise. The arena, destiny is calling. Like the fire, victory is rolling. On the podium, when we start humming, hear the echoes glowing, never dies. I've been chasing every dream to the extreme, the essence of trust. I've been reaching for the stars, raising bars in the name of the just. I was waiting till the sky had fallen, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions of.
Hello. Welcome. Josh got his Wilkes-Barre shirt on. I got my Wilkes-Barre hat on. We're following the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins Calder Cup playoff push. Welcome as we wait for people to join in. You guys know the drill. This episode is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use promo code TPC10 for 10% off your entire order. Right now, they're having a sale, 30% off all tubs. And, Josh, they're having some great discounts on their app. So if you haven't downloaded their app yet, you download their app right now. They're having some great deals. Also, they introduced some new shakers. You want to make sure you go out there and get them. And this episode is also brought to you by Louie. Go to Louie.com for personalized merch for your company, your nonprofit, and your school. Whether it's athletics, whether it's not, just you want t-shirts made, just like the Penguins Collective, you can get it done at Louie.com. They're local in Pittsburgh, so they can help you out. They're in-house graphic designers. They're great people. Make sure you go to Louie.com. Josh, one word. How'd you feel about tonight?
Disappointed.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Yep.
Said one word.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Kunitz and shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
They're a collective.
All right, welcome everyone. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins took on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the first round of the Calder Cup playoffs, and we got destroyed. We got absolutely destroyed. 5-2 was the final score. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms take a 1-game lead out of 3 in this first round. So, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? That means Friday, we go to Lehigh Valley. We have to win so we can force a game 3 that will be played back in Wilkes-Barre on Sunday at 6 p.m. Excuse me. Holy cannoli. Okay, so really quickly, not looking good for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, okay? Just absolutely no motivation, very rough. We've seen this before from Pittsburgh, but not from Wilkes-Barre. Josh, what the heck happened to Wilkes-Barre? Why are they so bad? And what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all season they've kind of been carried by their offense. You know, the young guys, Puustinen, Bemstrom, oh my gosh, what is his name? Koivunen.
Okay.
Koivunen, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Avery Hayes. You know, those are the guys that were carrying this team offensively throughout the year, and unfortunately, nothing tonight. Nothing was able to. They were not able to capitalize on anything. They weren't able to capitalize on power plays and weren't able to capitalize on odd man rushes. They weren't able to capitalize on 5-on-5. It was just rough all the way around. And then to add insult to injury, their goaltending that has been so solid all year was
frick,
not
so
good.
bad today.
Joel Blomqvist had more rebounds than Charles Barkley tonight.
Nice.
It was unreal. Thanks. It was unreal the amount of rebounds that were just coming off of his pads, and a couple of the goals came off of them, where it was literally just loose puck after a save, and boom, they just bury it home. So, I mean, it's going to have to be a full blown, check yourself in the mirror type game.
It's do or die on Friday
for them to even. But I mean, just in terms of their play, it's gotta be a complete 180. In the first period, they were playing how they normally play. They were dictating the speed, they were dictating the forecheck, they were dictating the physicality. Yes, they are a speed team, but they're not scared of physicality either. So you saw that in the first period, but granted, Lehigh Valley, much bigger, much more physical than Wilkes-Barre. So that showed its hand, and I don't know if that got into their head a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to try and get into the psyche of the players, but I mean, I'll let you speak on it for a minute. But the physicality that Lehigh came out with, which I was expecting Wilkes-Barre to do, but the hits that Lehigh
they were headhunting. They were headhunting, and it was obvious.
But they were
no.
hits.
I'm sorry, not headhunting as in trying to, like, what is it called? Like when you're purposely going out and trying to hit someone, not trying to hit them in the head, but you're trying to like hunt them down. They were hunting. They were just going out there and just
they were
finishing their checks. Not only that, I saw a guy skate from the hash marks to check someone from behind the net. Like, it was just kind of that where you're like, whoa, they're here for the playoff hockey. Yeah. That is what we saw. And it was a physical game. I think the first period, man, did that throw off the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. They were trying to get the puck out, couldn't. They were getting bombarded in front of the net. They were just getting hit at their own blue line. It was absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
You know? And I think you should have expected that. You know, maybe this shows the little bit of inexperience from McDonald.
I think they did. They just thought that their speed was going to outplay the physicality.
Kirk McDonald?
You're right.
Oh, I was right?
Kirk McDonald.
I don't know why I thought that was wrong. Anyway, maybe it shows his inexperience, you know, because you should have known this was going to happen. You should have known Lehigh Valley's going to come in here, try to prove something. They were clearly the worst team on the ice. The Penguins looked better in the first. The Penguins had better control of the puck. The goaltending was somewhat better, but of course, the rebounds did kill Joel Blomqvist. And then the power play, Josh. This is the big story of tonight. The power plays during the second period. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins had 4 power play opportunities, 1 including a 5-on-3, and could not capitalize on any of them. This game would be completely different if they scored on one of those. But unfortunately, they could not. And they screwed them. It really did screw them. And now look at them. Now look. They couldn't. I think that messed with their psyche more than the big hits, more than the scrums. They just couldn't get down. They couldn't score. They couldn't enter in the zone properly, fumbling the pucks where it mattered. I don't know how many times I saw them skate in past the goalie, try to feed it across ice for that one-timer. They could not get that done. They couldn't get it done right. It was just very frustrating. They fumbled the puck on the blue lines. Not the Wilkes-Barre that we know, but man, does that get me mad when you have 4, like, that wasn't back-to-back. There was 2 back-to-back power plays, one being a 5-on-3, the other one being just a normal power play. Yeah. So you got to think, and it was back-to-back. It was literally a dude touched the puck before coming out of the box. Yep. Never saw that before in my life. But back-to-back power plays. 5-on-3, 5-on-4. You couldn't get it done? You know? This is very frustrating. You can't say, oh, we don't have everyone. I mean, it's one guy, right? Rucker McGorty and then someone else?
So we're Wilkes-Barre's missing Bemstrom and Rucker.
But still,
I'm not trying to downplay their roles, but they were each top 5 in
I understand that
for the team. And Rucker was crucial in the power play. So, and I think Bemstrom was too as well. But I mean, really the leader in points as well as power play across the board was Koivunen. So he was the guy anyway. But I mean, we saw it in Pittsburgh. It kind of seemed like those two, you know, Vladdy and Rucker are close. They kind of like play
off
well
each
together.
Other. Great chemistry.
So without Rucker, is Koivunen like kind of, you know, at a disadvantage?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Rucker is the you know, the deciding factor of this team, but I mean, if let's say hypothetically, it doesn't look like he's going to play Friday, but let's just say hypothetically he plays Friday and they win. Wouldn't you look at this game and say it was Rucker? the missing
I
piece
will,
was Rucker.
only for one reason. It wasn't like a one thing that killed us tonight. If it was
That's
one
fair.
thing, and I'd be
That's
like,
fair.
yeah, Rucker was the missing piece. But if it was, well, in reality, it was bad goaltending, bad bad defense, bad special teams. Couldn't get the puck in the zone and keep it there. They were getting outworked in the corners. I mean, it was just a bad hockey game. And you can't have it because their last game was what? Saturday? Sunday. Yes, Saturday was their final game.
Saturday.
You
the
know
19th.
their matchup. You know it's a 2 out of 3 game series.
Yeah.
How do you not? You're at home. How do you not come out guns a-blazing? And granted, we played well, but we didn't come out guns a-blazing. We didn't come out going down shooting the puck. We didn't. We tried to toy with them because we knew we were the better hockey team. But the bad goaltending, the physicality, the bad power plays, maybe that got under their skin.
And this is where it's hard with the AHL, because with the AHL, the first several rounds are all division. So it's guys and teams that you have seen numerous times already this year.
Yeah.
So there's the familiarity with the opponent that is a little bit more than you get with the NHL. Now, granted, the NHL, the odds of you getting an interdivision opponent are still high. I'm not trying to, take away from that in any way, but I just mean that you could also just get someone from the opposing division, just as equally. It's an equal possibility to get someone from the other side. So it just kind of sucks because Lehigh all year has played us really well. I think it was Nick Hart who was doing the broadcasting, but he was talking about how Lehigh's special teams in terms of power play and penalty kill are better against Wilkes-Barre than they are against any other team the entire year. So that just goes to show you this year, and their goaltending, I think it was all year, their average among all their starters for goaltending, it was somewhere around 87 to 88% save percentage. Against Wilkes-Barre, it's 89 to 90. So they elevate their game, and that's the crux of the issue coming into the series was, did the Pens win? He filled up our chat numerous times throughout the year, talking about, especially later in the year, how coming down the stretch, Wilkes-Barre should try to avoid playing, Providence or Lehigh Valley. And sure enough, that's who we get. We get Lehigh Valley, and it's not setting up for a good matchup because it not only do they play us better than they do anyone else, there's the rivalry of Philly, Pittsburgh, Wilkes-Barre,
Lehigh Valley. Yeah.
Allentown. It's literally for anyone who doesn't live around here, that's a legit rivalry. Okay, that these two regions, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Lehigh Valley, legit rivalry. Same thing, Pittsburgh, Philly, same thing, and that's why these two teams are here. Okay, that's why they're geographically placed in this area. So it's very deflating, extremely deflating, and then to put it on top of whatever is going on with Joel Blomqvist. There's tweets being put out there by, fans that they're speculating some injury concerns because he wasn't there. He got pulled going into the third, and then he wasn't on the bench for the rest of the game. So, was he hurt? Was he just that upset that he just stayed back in the locker room?
Keep on talking.
Yeah, go ahead and look to see if there's anything new. But that's a greater concern now, because now it's a trickle-down effect. Because, so Gautier played the third because Larson is hurt. So Larson is the better goaltender over Gautier. or Coutier, however you pronounce it.
Coutier?
The way Nick was pronouncing it was kind of like a
Gautier.
type, like French Canadian
right.
type name.
You're right.
But like Larson is better. So Larson is hurt, so he can't play. Now, if Joel Blomqvist is hurt, what do you do? Because I say it's a trickle-down effect because our ECHL team, Wheeling, is currently in the playoffs. They are in a best-of-7 series and are currently down 3-0. Do you pack it in and call up Sergei Murashov, or because I think they both play Friday. I think they both Wheeling and Wilkes-Barre. So how do you want to do this? Do you want Wheeling to try and go for the comeback, or do you call up Murashov and kind of let Wheeling deal with whatever comes their way and try to make a comeback with whoever their backup is down there? Or do you just let, Gautier start it and, you hope that our offense shows up on Friday and they're able to outscore Lehigh Valley and it's just some sort of, tweak that allows Joel to come back for Sunday? I don't know. This is all speculation because we have no idea what's going on with Joel Blomqvist. We were under the impression that he was just pulled for poor performance because it was 3 goals, which 2 of them, let's just say not the best goaltending. So I don't know. It'll be yeah, that would be ideal. I think that window has already passed. Kind of like you said, if we can have our way, we just send down Crosby, who's still practicing, by the way.
Wow.
So he's still in shape. Send him down. Just carry the team.
Imagine seeing Crosby
just for a few games. Let us get
like wheel and deal out there. That would be.
Yeah. Which I wanted to ask you. Did you know that Luchenko guy was he in Philly this year?
I don't know.
Because he was really good. He's the one who scored 2 of their goals. He was so good tonight.
I'm not sure.
So good. This guy looks like he's NHL ready. If he's not,
maybe
he wasn't
didn't
up
get
there
sent down
already.
because Flyers weren't great this year. But
Correct.
Listen, all I know is they need to figure out something. This is the year to go all in, and this is the result of game 1 out of a 3-game series. Not looking good.
Yeah. No.
Not looking good. It kind of makes me a little mad. And I'm not going on a rant tonight. That's I'll save it if we get eliminated on Friday. But remember, I just want to throw this little nugget out there for everyone who's all aboard the WBS train. Remember, he was going all in on Wilkes-Barre this year. So if they get kicked out of the first round of the playoffs, he's not really holding on to anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look good on him, Kyle Dubas, because he brought all these prospects. Do you know what I'm saying? Just saying.
As long as if the prospects pan out.
No. I understand that, but he
result.
put a lot of time and effort in Wilkes-Barre, right? Because we were contemplating, why didn't he call up all the guys?
He put a lot of time into prospects. I wouldn't.
And it looks like the prospects can't play in the playoffs. So, and all I'm saying, I'm just throwing that out there. Like I said, not gonna go on a rant like that whatsoever today. Today is just focusing on about just the Penguins sucked. Tonight's game, they just didn't look good whatsoever, and that's on them. And they can have all this fun little media stuff before the game. Who do you think's gonna score tonight? Oh yeah, hey guys, Owen Pickering. I'm so fun and likable. And now Pittsburgh's PR is down here in Wilkes-Barre because they got nothing else going on, so they came down here to kind of root for Wilkes-Barre. Oh, we dropped a frickin' goose egg, 5-2. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we just absolutely sucked, and it just kind of makes you mad. it kind of makes me mad. Like everyone in the chat. Yeah, I mean, not having McGroarty and Bemstrom.
I can't see the
Really?
chat. I can't see it. So if there's anything you want, just throw
No,
it up so
I
I
mean
can see.
Brandon
But-
and Did Depends When mentioned like not McGroarty and Bemstrom, which yeah. But you guys
Dude.
also, here's the thing that gets me frustrated. It's like we expect these other guys to play well too. Like just because Bemstrom and McGroarty's not here does not mean the Penguins drop a 5-2 loss to Lehigh Valley. Joel Blomqvist still should play well.
But essentially, let's just like compare it. Like McGroarty might as well be our Crosby, and Bemstrom kind of be our
Raquel? Rust?
I don't know, because that would be more so maybe a Rust, but they don't play the same. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Hard to compare.
All I know is
Bemstrom's like a Blake
listen,
Lizotte.
Listen,
like,
it doesn't matter. Penguins, let's just call a spade a spade. Wilkes-Barre sucked tonight. And guess what? You can't suck.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like I mean, we could talk about who's on what line and is Joel hurt or not, or where was Rucker McGroarty and Bemstrom. Doesn't matter. You don't lose this bad in a 3-game series. Give it a little more competitive fight.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So, they put themselves in a horrible position because now Wilkes-Barre has to go to Lehigh Valley and, hey, they have to defend their playoff hopes on Friday night. That's it. This is do or die.
This is kind of what sucks too about the AHL. Like, to be completely honest, AHL hardly, garners a, showing at the arena in the middle of the week. It's very hard to get crowds to a Wednesday night game. So it was going to be tough to fill the
I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh, Mohegan Sun Arena. Friday, that's a weekend. PPL Center is going to be lit.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. And it's going to be so much harder because of.
Here's the thing.
Sunday, if they make it back, I guarantee.
No, I agree with you on that. I agree. I'm not doubting. I agree with everything you just said, and it makes me mad again because I've, just a little insider. I've sat with some people on the inside of Wilkes-Barre. All right, I've pitched things to them. Josh knows this. A couple years ago, I pitched, hey, the arena's looking kind of empty. Like, how do we fill that? And then here they are on a playoff run that people are hyping up this team. We're hyping them up. Everyone's hyping up. This team is different. This team has what it takes. Looked empty in there. I get what you're saying. It's Wednesday night. Do a better job of marketing. Sell tickets at a lower price. Do a $1 hot dog night. I don't care. It's playoffs. Get that arena filled. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, especially Wilkes-Barre. It's not a great market for hockey. It's rural Pennsylvania. Figure something out. I don't get it. I do not understand why Wilkes-Barre is not selling out during their most pivotal playoff run in years. And now here they are. No arena. They get blown out 5-2. Now they're going to, as you just mentioned, it's going to be rocking Friday night for Lehigh Valley. And don't they have a smaller arena? So it's easier to fill?
No.
Is it?
It's about the same size.
I thought Wilkes-Barre always had a bigger arena than a lot of people, but I could be wrong on that.
And I mean, it may be off by like 1,000, but not by a significant
whatever.
amount.
That's a point that doesn't really matter. Anyway, the arena's gonna be rocking Friday night, and who's gonna start in goal?
Yeah,
Gauthier? I don't know because he let up a goal that was like, oh man, that was rough, dude.
He let up a couple of easy ones.
And I get it. The
His
game was
two-
kind of already over at that point, but still. Yeah,
he's
like,
cold.
yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
variables
yeah.
in that, but come on. Like, you know what gets me mad, Josh, most of all? It's the year we decide to cover him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
100%.
I was thinking about
Yep.
that second period. I was just like, if we didn't cover them, would they be winning right now? You know? And here I am live tweeting,
Yeah.
like, oh, they score again. Like, all right, this is getting old. So, listen, regardless.
And I think what sucks on top of all this is literally it's deja vu.
Last year.
This was literally the playoffs last year. 2024, they played against Lehigh Valley in the same exact opening, playoff scenario and got swept 2-0.
That's not even a sweep. You know what? I'm sick and tired of saying we got swept. I mean, there's no other option, dude. There's no other option.
2-1.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's still, but look at Wheeling.
It's just because it's best
it
of three.
sucks.
Just
Look
because
at
it's
Wheeling.
best
At
of
least
three. Yeah.
ECHL. Their first round is out of 7.
Yeah, but they have shorter. I think it's literally only 4 rounds. So like I think from here you move on to like the conference semifinals, and then the conference finals, and then the
Love
Kelly
that.
Cup. So here we have like the opening round,
division
the
final.
division semifinals, then the division finals, and then the conference finals, and then the Calder Cup. It's like 5-6
dumb.
rounds.
You know what I like? I
It's
like
ridiculous.
ECHL.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the playoffs.
Yeah,
And
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 NHL.
it's the same end. Yeah, correct. Because it's 3 rounds in the NHL.
Yeah. No.
One.
On each side.
Three
correct.
rounds, and then the Stanley Cup.
First round, second round,
Conference final.
conference final.
Yeah, so it
and
is
then
3
the
rounds.
Cup. Yeah,
3 then
three,
the cup.
then the cup.
Yeah, so that's ECHL.
Yeah, so ECHL is the same. 3
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the cup. Yep.
Why can't AHL just
AHL 's
do that?
4 and then the cup. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Anyway.
agree.
That's what I hate
I
about
agree.
the AHL format, because good teams can recover. Do you know what I'm saying? Good teams can recover. Yes, Wheeling is down 0-3 in the series, okay? But they could hypothetically come back. In the AHL world, they would have already been eliminated a game ago.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
stupid to me. Because good teams, if you get 2 bad losses in the first round, it's like, all right, guys, all right, boys, let's come back. Let's come back in this series. We still have a good chance. Now it's like, this is do or die. Now, granted, I know Brandon said, I think we're going to win. Honestly, I have no idea. It's 50-50 after tonight's performance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
It's
I agree.
50-50. I could not,
agree.
I am not confident saying, hey, we're going to win. I'm not confident saying we're going to lose. I am literally just, I hope we win.
Yeah. The only thing that gives me like any type of hope for Friday is for how bad we
Right,
played.
right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
So,
can't be like that.
it's
again.
like- it's like-
yeah.
Exactly. Like if it was a close loss, it'd be like, oh, like is that gonna like ride with them? Like
Yeah.
if we were up 2-1 in the
Yeah.
third and like we just gave up the last 2 goals, like and then we if it was something like that, it's like that's hard. That's a
Right.
hard pill to swallow going into Lehigh Valley. But I think because this was so bad that like I do think there'll be a response, but I don't know if they come out the same way they did tonight. Great, but it didn't result in
Right.
anything tonight. If the results show up on Friday, then yes, we have a shot because they came out really well. They played their game.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
played their game to start the game, and then everything went south. I think you nailed it. When the scrums started, when punches were thrown, we legitimately got punched in the mouth and didn't know
Yeah.
how to respond. I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. I think you're
And
one.
then
I
when
think you nailed it.
it led into the power plays, we were already shell shocked, and we couldn't figure anything out.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Just
we
couldn't
had
get
4
anything
power
going.
plays in the second. How do we not capitalize on at least one of them? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And they didn't. And like you said, hopefully next game, Friday, 7 o'clock. You're hoping for a good Penguins team to come in strong.
Did you catch Nick Hart when he was mentioning the game on Friday?
He said it's a 7:05.
He's like
if I was a betting man or something, I would tell you it's like.
Oh no! If you're planning for Friday, I'd plan
7:15 to 7:20 or something. Yeah, he was. Yeah. You know what I don't like about Nick Hart?
So good.
I realize what it is. He doesn't have a color commentator.
Correct. It's just him the entire time because it's just radio. So technically he's radio. That's the radio broadcast.
Right.
The
footage. But even
feed.
radio has color commentators.
Well, in the NHL level,
bring in a Joe Schmo to help him out or something.
Yeah, I mean, once Andy gets fired, I guess he could take the role.
Andy Kyoto. Is that what you're talking about? I was like, I don't know if he'll be good at all. Radio. I was like,
just saying, you get like kind of like how you have
who's Andy up in Pittsburgh?
But no, kind of like how you have Phil Bourque in Pittsburgh. You kind of take a Wilkes-Barre legend. You know, what's Tom Costopoulos doing right now? Like, get him in the booth.
He's doing a job in Pittsburgh, but
is he doing a job?
Development.
Yeah, him and Andy, they could both see what happens.
Yeah,
get Elaine Nazardine.
Someone,
whoever you want.
You know what? Pay Colby Armstrong an infinite amount of money just to do it.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And let him be like the play-by-play announcer, and have Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Nick Hart do the color commentating.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Buy better cameras. AHL. Nope.
That's hard.
All the money that they charge for the stupid flow hockey and all this money they charge for tickets. What are they doing with it? What are they just pocketing it? Instead of making a better experience for fans to watch minor league hockey, and we can't because it looks like a Samsung Galaxy 1 just following along. And I'm just like, ugh. And then you have bad commentating because it's just him.
What it is literally Pittsburgh got new cameras and they said, "Oh, send our old stuff to Wilkes-Barre." I guarantee that's.
You know what? Here's the thing that got me mad. Ready? When Pittsburgh won back-to-back. That money comes down to Wilkes-Barre, right? Because it's spread the wealth, as the organization, you want to spread the wealth.
Sure.
That's a fact, right? And they decided to go, let's get sound panels up in the Mohegan Sun Arena. Do you remember that? They upgraded their sound panels and all that stuff.
Well, they did other things too.
Sure,
but
parking, visuals. They did the Jumbotron.
Correct. Yeah, because that puppy was gravel for
years,
longest of time.
Years. Now, granted, totally understand. But media, they just said, that's fine. They did not touch it.
It's always.
But to Brandon's point, Laval Rocket is very NHL level presentation. Those Montreal people are crazy.
Okay. But I think it's also newer team, easier to invest in.
Yeah, but that comes from the organization.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is it's a new team, so you're starting with.
But they had the ice caps.
So like,
it's just a different team.
What do you mean?
Like, like Montreal had an AHL team. They just rebranded to Laval Rocket.
No, they moved. Those are two different towns.
To Laval, it's still their team, so they still owe them money. They still pay them. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a new team. It's a new arena. Yeah. But they could have given that same money to... But is it the Ice Caps that used to be there?
Wait, hold on. Wait. I think you're missing something here. Do you think that like Pittsburgh is 100% funding Wilkes-Barre? Oh, okay.
No, they get like kickbacks.
Because
they get
that's not...
They get
there's like a percentage
yearly.
That is allocated to Wilkes-Barre. Like, yes. But what I'm saying is you also have to think about the area. Like you were just saying, that Montreal area, Laval, wherever they are now, they're probably heavily invested in that team. Not trying to be disrespectful to Wilkes-Barre, but you saw tonight's showing. Not uberly invested in our team. So it goes hand in hand.
That.
Laval, they get a showing, they're able to upgrade that type of stuff. Wilkes-Barre, it's going to take time.
Well, first of all, it doesn't take time, it takes marketing. So I mean, listen.
Fair.
We went back 4 years ago. We went to arena and we were like, man, this stinks. And then someone tried to gaslight us and say it was never sold out in the playoffs. And we were like, yes, it was. And remember that old lady? She was like, no, it was never. Yeah. It was never like that. I'm like, I remember whiteouts. There's video footage of that.
And there's a banner up there that
sellout
says
record. Yeah.
Sellout record, like 400 games or something like that.
She's wrong.
Like, yeah, unless if she started coming after that record, which would make
even
sense.
Though we
then,
said
that was
wasn't
the
it
start
early,
of the
like when our team first came here? Now, granted, man, we had everything, right? We had Tom Grace, we had such a great radio presence. This was before AHL streamed their games. Obviously, this was way before that. You could only catch it cable, right? It was only on my TV or whatever it was at the time.
I don't even think it was.
Maybe that was too early. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, you're right, but it was only marquee games. It was only marquee games. It wasn't even
games,
like
right. So when it was
game.
Good games, it was actually like a decent presentation because they had commercials, they had all this stuff. You watch the stream, and Nick Hart's having conversations with people. Meanwhile, and it switches to the jumbo cam, and you're just like, what is this? And if you pay for Flow Hockey, which God knows I'm not, because it's $20 a month for that. I'm sitting there watching Nick Hart going, oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, if you need a bank, make sure you go to, and I'm just like, what? How bad is it to just have 3 commercials that you could throw up? And this is on Wilkes-Barre. They just need one guy to press a button. You know what they need, Josh? In the world of all this? A switcher. Okay? They need a black magic switcher. It's not that much money.
A proper switchboard.
No. They could get a minimal one, Josh. My church has one. Your church probably has one.
Yeah. A basic
that
switchboard.
has maybe 5 channels that goes from a camera on Nick Hart, a camera to the actual feed of the game, right? And bot channel, bot. Love it. Okay. Anyway, Josh, you have 5 channels. One on Nick Hart, one on the actual feed, because technically the camera feed that they're getting is the generic Jumbotron screen. So there's only one feed and the cameras are working. There's already a switcher for the cameras. So you just take that feed, go into your switcher, and then you have a commercial run, and a commercial run. So, hey, Nick Hart, cameras on him. Hey, guys, the Penguins are going crazy. Let's get back into the action. Boom.
You don't even need one on him.
Well, no, if he's going to do the camera work, which, he does. Just like Josh Getzoff, just like Colby Armstrong.
I know, but realistically, you don't need that. You just need like three between the ice, the Jumbotron, and commercials. That's it.
For radio, sure. I'm talking for the streaming service.
I get it. But for the streaming service, you still don't need that.
I disagree.
Realistically, for AHL level, For AHL level, you don't.
Yeah, for
you don't need
$20 a month. Yeah, I want something.
It's not $20 a month. It's
So
$30
even
a month.
more so, I would like a better production.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't go to Wilkes-Barre. That goes to
And
Flow
there's a
Hockey.
percentage that goes to AHL. I get it. I know how that's probably split up.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is Wilkes-Barre needs to have a better presentation. They need to have a color commentator to help Nick Hart. And I'm not saying Nick Hart's terrible. It's just because when you're doing it all by yourself, you're just like, oh my gosh, just stop talking. You know, you get that feeling. But if he has someone,
Well, no, all you're getting is strictly
right?
play by play. That's literally all you're getting.
But what I want is, you know, color commentator, play by play. Hey, I want to see you. What are your keys of the game? Oh, my key to the game is this. They don't even talk like that. You know, like, I want a production. And it doesn't take that much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you literally need to hire 2 people. That's it. And they already have the production guy because that's who Nick Hart's talking to. Yeah, you know, on this hot mic. Which, how does he have a hot mic? Turn it off. Like, it's just, like, come on. All I'm saying is, we need to do better. Wilkes-Barre needs to do better. Maybe with Pittsburgh out of the playoffs for 3 straight years, and they're forced to wash Wilkes-Barre, maybe they'll go, hey, should we send them a check or something? Like, maybe just a check to help something. Oh, Bras, look what he said. This was his quote after tonight's game. Per did the Pens win, per Bras. Bras said that Lehigh Valley wanted him more. I think it's freaking embarrassing. Yeah, dude. And that's pretty much it. It is embarrassing. It's stupid. Penguins need to play better. And their next game is Friday, 7:05 against Lehigh Valley in Lehigh Valley. It's a win or go home kind of game. Bros.
Yeah.
It's bros. Got it. Bros is good. First line, Bros with a Z. Right. So I'm saying it. Bros.
I don't think McDonald plays his lines how
He was the starting center.
like, and it, yeah, like, have you ever seen like the 4-line lineup that he puts out there? Like, I remember seeing it like mid-season. He had McGroarty and Puustinen on like the 3rd line, and it's like, that doesn't make sense. But then they'll be the starting line of the game, and it's like, wait, what are we doing here?
Throws names.
I'm
up
totally
in the air
lost.
And just goes.
That's what I mean. Like, is it literally like you just toss the lineup as like, these
Honestly,
are the guys?
I think AHL.
I don't understand how he does it.
I think AHL just doesn't care about a lot of things. That's what we found out. They're just like, who's on your team? He's like, these guys. And they're like, is that the lineup? And he's like, figure it out. And then he goes, okay, so I guess we have McGroarty starting on the 3rd line. And they go, well, he's taking the center face on. So I don't know. Maybe that's the first line. I mean, who freaking cares? Anyway, Josh, Friday night, do or die. Lehigh Valley, in Lehigh Valley, 7:05. We will go live. We will live tweet. Whatever.
Allentown.
It doesn't matter.
Lehigh Valley's an area.
Yeah, maybe they just be the Allentown Phantoms.
No, it doesn't sound as good.
Or maybe they should just be the Philadelphia Phantoms like they were originally. Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Josh, Wilkes-Barre needs to win. Let's hope they do. Any last comments?
No. I see that people are doing like interviews now after the game. Hopefully we find out some details on Yule and we'll get some clarity.
Maybe he was just mad.
Maybe he was just told. Mad. Yeah, and he'll have a bounce back game on Friday. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. We'll see. that we will see. All right. Sorry, yawning. I'm tired.
Oh, who's the tired one tonight?
So
it's usually me.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but we'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, let's go Pens. I know, I can't believe I said that. Josh, as always.
Let's go Pens.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
I'm in my zone.